The following is a presentation of Lions Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lions Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig house, Monak for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception, and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin, running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. From Castle Shannon, Pennsylvania, when the entire Pittsburgh region prepares for snow tomorrow morning, we play a game on a frozen pond here tonight. From the Ice Castle, it's D2 and 3A hockey on MVI Live. Brought to you by Cheplick Packing in Finleyville as we get set for our first of 2 tilts here this evening on MVI Live, as it is the Morgantown Mohawks hitting the road to take on the Cougars from Carrick. Here this evening, Morgantown coming off their Penguin Cup championship a season ago takes on the 2-6 Carrick Cougars. Trying to figure things out still. This Carrick squad, again, lost a lot of talent over the last few seasons and just trying to figure it out under their first-year head coach in the form of Joe Small, taking over for Evan Sarakowski, who replaced his dad Chris after a couple of seasons, taking on Rob Rockus in the Morgantown Mohegans. 5-1 victors last year inside the D2 championship as they knocked off the Borough Buccaneers. 4-3, 1-1 as the Morgantown Mohawks entering play today. They will turn to Ryan Lowe, the starting junior keeper. Lowe, 5-1, 8.76 save and a 3.65 goals against average this year. Carrick on the other side turns to Reed Richardson. Richardson 2-4 with an 8.70 save and a 4.81 goals against average. This has been a Carrick team year in and year out. You think they've had big time offensive scores and have had a one guy able to really carry the load. Go back a few seasons ago to Tanner Heidkamp when he was able to really propel the offense. Then when you had Norka Vickis in company as Aiden Fortigucci, just name the talent this Carrick team has put out over the last few seasons. You don't really have that number one option on this squad. It's kind of more by committee. Chris Tomasi, 4 goals, 4 assists. Ethan Semenoff, same mark on his ledger. Max Hagan, 3 goals, 5 points on the season for the Carrick Cougars as we get set to get underway here. First of 2 between Morgantown and Carrick. Again, Carrick just 2 wins on the season. Morgantown 4-3, 1-1. Morgantown 45 goals for, 37 against, 4.78 goals per game with a 4.11 goals against average as a squad. As they put the puck in the net, they've struggled at times to keep it out. Carrick, they've struggled in both departments, just 2.5 goals per game for the Cougars, 5.5 goals against this season for the Carrick Cougars. Carrick coming in last game was a 4-3 victory over Swickley Academy, 7-4 victory over Wilmington in the last game for the Morgantown Mohawks as we get set to get underway. Last year's D2 champions, the Morgantown Mohawks, as they will take on Carrick here this evening on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing here on MVI Live and 10-Band TV. As we get 2 matchups here on the network this evening, as Thomas Jefferson will play host to Pittsburgh Central Catholic in the second of our two matchups here this evening as getting set to get underway here between Carrick and Morgantown. It'll be the home whites for the Cougars, blue numerals and gold and blue trim for the Carrick Cougars. It's the road reds, old Florida Panther style jerseys for the Morgantown Mohawks here this evening on MVI Live as we get set to get underway between these two squads. As first meeting this year between Carrick and Morgantown. Carrick, as I mentioned, 2-6 versus Morgantown, 4-3-1-1. Wins versus Ringgold, Trinity, Swickley Academy, Central Valley, and Wilmington for Morgantown. Lost to Burrell, Knock, Connellsville twice so far on the season. On the other side for Carrick, they lost to Burrell, Neshannock, Ringgold, Knock, Wilmington, Deer Lakes. The two wins came against the Elizabeth Forward Warriors and Swickley Academy in their most recent tilt. As we get set to get underway, take a quick stoppage and play and come back right here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing. It's the Mohawks, it's the Cougars, it's coming up next. Cheplick Packing, a full-service family-owned butcher shop serving the Mon Valley since 1950. We offer a full line of processing services. Whether you're planning your next big party or just a weeknight dinner, we have you covered. From our hand-cut steaks and pork chops to house-made kielbasa and so much more, at Cheplick's we love our customers and can't wait to see you. Call us today at 724-348-7094 or visit our website for more information at cheplickpacking.com. Eber and Associates Insurance Services is Pittsburgh's premier independent insurance agency with over 2 decades of experience and a team of more than 25 certified experts. We give you confidence in your coverage. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, our personalized approach ensures you get exactly what you need. Call today at 412-653-0600. Eber and Associates Insurance Services. Custom insurance covered for life.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at
Sticks down, puck dropped underway from the Ice Castle as it's the Cougars and the Mohawks here on MVI Live. As near side swung back up, Daphner angles it back along, all the way down as underneath, wrapping it back around Jacob Buckholtz. Far side corner picked up there by Morgantown, trying to play off was Cooper Helen, 7 points on the season. Rister goes sailing wide of Reed Richardson. Dominic Petrucci, 18 points on the season, not in the lineup tonight for Morgantown. Also something to look, he is their leading scorer, 5 goals and 18 points on the season. Our second leading scorer behind Cooper Cox, who has 17 goals and 22 points on the year. As the puck angled back out to neutral ice, all the way back down, hustling down in after that's James Robbins. Robbins pressured back from behind, that's Dmitry Valchev as Robbins looks near side Daphner. Robbins now reverses instead. Picked up there and wrapping back behind Cameron Smith. 8 points on the campaign, can't clear the zone. Second effort got back out by Helen. Now trying to work it back along is Kraus. Kraus back into the defensive end of Morgantown, and that's where the Mohawks will set up. Banged off the boards, jammed back out, and the captain, Chris Tomasi, doubles back to his own end. Tomasi now near side, Dmitry Valchev. Valchev trying to work in. Centers one, broken back up as reading that was Price. And back the other way, Morgantown looks to counter. Far side Conroy as Kean Conroy, the senior, tries to keep it alive unsuccessfully. Now back the other way, Cameron Smith knocked down near side Price. Price works it wide on Tomasi. As that one gloved down by Reed Richardson, he'll hang on. 15-14 remaining here in the opening period of play. Scoreless game between Morgantown and Carrick. First of 2 on the network. Face-off comes to the glove side of Reed Richardson, the junior keeper for the Carrick Cougars. As Price will take the draw, pushed it back by Semenoff, near side, Landon Jeffrey. Jeffrey, center red, dump, Jones in on the forecheck as Jeffrey takes over back behind. Jeffrey tries to angle it back out in front, now push back behind Jones. Jones from the corner, taken back away by Morgantown towards the line, off the glove of Hagan. Hagan works back from neutral ice around Price. Hagan reps one off the boards around Quigley, far side, picked back up there by Custer. As Brandon Custer now back underneath. Jeffrey takes over for the Carrick Cougars. Angled back behind. Jones tangled up. Custer from the near side slides it back along. Price sidesteps one. That was Jeffrey as Price. Center red backhand dump. All the way back in deep as retreating for that's Jacob Buckholtz. Buckholtz back from his own end. Fans on it right in front. Turnover. Richardson denies. As Seagraves all alone in front, and Reed Richardson has the answer. 14:20 remaining here in the first. Brilliant opportunity here in the early going for Morgantown, just unable to beat Reed Richardson. As face-off comes blocker side, Nelson will do the honors for Morgantown. Face-off tie up with Miller. Now puck trickles free to the far side. Angled back along and out off the stick of Henry Simcox. Back in towards the middle. Near side taken back over there by James Robbins. Robbins turns it over. Tomasi works in, centering feed back door. Picked back up there by Simcox. Out in front. Off the stick of Tomasi, angled back out. As retreating for it back in his own end. Ichanowski. Ichanowski now right side, Miller. Miller can't get the handle. As Miller picks it up, slides it near side. Simcox in after it as Robbins, the alternate captain, up to the captain Cox. Cooper Cox, 17 goals on the season. Turns it over, far side. There's Valchef in the form of Dimitri. Dimitri Valchef. Turns it over, Robbins near side, Cox. Cox down the right wing. Cox works in, wrister blocked down by Tomasi. Kean Conroy. As Conroy back out to center, now Robbins. Robbins knocked off the puck by Conroy. Angled back along. Dimitri Valchef trying to finesse one further in. As back out neutral ice, picked back up. Conroy now, Droshak will try to angle it past Robbins. Baker back in after it for Morgantown. 12:58 remaining in the first. Puck angled back out to center ice and a late offside, and offside off the stick of Droshak inside the Morgantown end with 12:53 remaining in the first in a scoreless game here on MVI Live as it's Carrick and Morgantown. Looking for win number 5 and 3 on the respective ledger. Face off at center red as it's going to be pushed back and won cleanly back to the Morgantown defense. Sent right back up by Snyder. As Snyder right back in deep. Wrap back around Droshak. Droshak looks to carry out. Taken back over. There's Price. Price circles from his own end. Far side, Snyder. Snyder down the left side. Snyder. Wrist shot deflected. Never got onto the keeper. Reed Richardson back the other way. Angled out off the last line of Helen. Smith will retreat for it for Morgantown with 12:15 remaining in the first. As Smith near side looking for Price. Picked off by Semenoff. Wrapped back around and behind, wrapped around by Max Schneider. Kept alive by Buckholtz, but angled past Valchef out to the left side and backs back to Cougar Real Estate. As now Hagan on the near side. Max Hagan, stretch pass, never connects. As all the way back Snyder. Pressure tightly, far side, angle back by Cox, but not out. As the Cougars try the centering feed, it's Jeffrey back up top. Hagan, slap shot off the side of the cage, bounces out the other end. Cleared back out to neutral site. Carrick will regroup from center red. Now Price takes over, gets it around Tomasi as Chris Tomasi will double back for it. Tomasi stops up back behind, wrapped back over to Hagan. As Hagan from the near side corner, Hagan surveys, backed back Jeffrey. Now Jones looks to work forward. As Jones pressured by Cox, flipped back in, Snyder back behind. As Snyder wraps it back left side, one touch along. Here comes Cox, the captain, galloping through center ice. 17 on the season, can he make it 18? Canceled out by Tomasi as the Cougar captain looks to clear. As Tomasi into the skates of Custer. Net guard still loose here on the near side. It has been from the Morgantown end all the way now down to the Carrick zone. As Custer far side denied there. Picked back up and angled back out by Theos Valchef the junior. All the way back in. Headed back for it there. Picking it up is Max Walker. As Walker circles back behind Ryan Lowe, the keeper. Now Byers on the near side. Kai Byers turned over Semenoff, but taken right back over. Far side Custer from his own end. First 7 gone here in the first. As Tomasi dancing his way in, delayed offside. Had to wait for the Cougars to touch up. Chris Tomasi working down Broadway. Tomasi right side stops up. Tomasi flips it near side. Kraus goes through him. Byers banks it back out. Possible 2-on-1. As offside, Custer could not hold the line as Cooper Cox was looking to gallop in. 10:04 remaining here in the first. Scoreless game between Morgantown and Carrick on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing in Finleyville. As 10:04 here in the first, neutral zone draw. Tomasi will take that, or make that Valchef, Theos Valchef versus the likes of Hunter or Daphner for Morgantown. Angled back near side, the alternate captain Hagan tries to push one back up to Austin Davis, eludes him as Brock Nelson. Brooks Nelson all the way back in deep, wrapped back behind Hagan, canceled out far side corner. As trying to work things free as Hagan. Hagan can't get around Nelson. Puck sits at the blue line, unable to hold though near side, trying to walk the line was Seagraves. As whistle blows, stoppage in play, 9:32 remaining in the first. Scoreless game so far here from the Ice Castle between Morgantown and Carrick. Both teams coming off wins in their last game. 7-4 versus Wilmington, 4-3 versus Winkley Academy. Twice Carrick's put up 4 goals in a game. That is the season high for the Carrick Cougars offensively. Morgantown season high of 10 versus Swickley Academy. As backdoor would not go. As trying to stuff it in on the far side post was Justin Daphner. Now taken back behind, there's Hagan. Hagan backed back, there's Conroy off the window, back out. Glove back down, slammed into the boards goes Ryder Baker. As a scrum ensues, far side boards, backed back along. Here comes Valchef, right side, Dimitri to the backhand, forehand, Valchef denied by Ryan Lowe. First time Lowe's been tested in this one, and he had the answer. Denying Valchef. Now Nelson, stopped by Richardson. As Reed Richardson with the answer. Both keepers, big time saves at both ends, and we stay scoreless here. 8:43 remaining in the first. Face off coming. Blocker side of Richardson. Cooper Cox. Face off, gonna be one back. Snyder angles it near side half wall. Picked up by Ethan Semenoff. Puck flutters back out towards the line. Helen will hold there, angle back down, and that's where the Cougars look to regroup. Turnover, Helen, wrist shot blocked down. Back the other way, Carrick in transition. Near side trying to drag the puck along. Was Ikonowski unsuccessfully. Now Tomasi. Chris Tomasi banks one back along, back behind. Wrap back near side. Ikonowski tries to hold on the half wall. Pressured tightly as Ikonowski slides one back along, but taken over there by Smith. Cam Smith in transition, right side, wrister Richardson once again says no. 8 minutes even remaining in the first. Reed Richardson flashing the leather. Face off, one back, Smith, right side point, half wall, Cox pulls the trigger off his own man of Helen in front. Buckholz pins Helen back against the boards. Taken back over, back behind by Price. Price turns it over, out in front. Carrick unable to clear. Now left side, trying to work it in Helen. Helen stopped at the bottom of the circle, collapsed on by a pair of Cougars. Puck pops free, Price left side. Price tries to work down the lane. Now Smith. Smith half slapper off the window, back behind. Cox able to hold the line. Far side help from Snyder. Backed back out by Miller all the way down. Icing will be the call on the Carrick Cougars with 7:21 remaining here in the first. Scoreless game between Carrick and Morgantown. Face-off comes in blocker side of Reed Richardson. Daffner will take it versus Valchef. Dimitri wins it back cleanly. Surveying back behind Buckholtz off a stick. Now in the middle, there's Dimitri Valchef. Right side, Conroy. Canceled out as Kean Conroy. Tries in on the forecheck. Conroy banks one back over. Valchef eludes Conroy all the way near side corner. Picked back up there by Max Walker. Walker now back along to Daffner. Down the right side. Rubbed into the half wall by Max Hagan. As near side corner. 4-player to a side scrum. As Hagan trying to jar it free. Along with the likes of Daffner and Valchef who comes away with it. Valchef turns it over. Takes it right back over. Right wing half wall. Conroy now from center ice. Can't get around Quigley. Valchef backhand possible 2-on-1. Conroy backhand dump angled wide of low to the near side corner. Backed back out and to neutral ice where Tomasi will reset. Byers knocks him off the puck with help from Custer. Now back over. There comes Semenoff trying to pressure unsuccessfully. Tomasi, quick one touch up, looking for Semenoff all the way down, icing the call. 6:11 remaining in the first. Scoreless game between Carrick and Morgantown. Face-off comes in deep to the glove side of Reed Richardson. Both teams have had good looks at the cage, but neither team really has established their dominance in this early going. As up top, Robbins wrister off the stick of Semenoff into the netting it goes. And a lot of these school districts that these two combatants play for, including Albert Gallatin from Morgantown, the lone former WPIHL school, at least in some mindset, more of an independent now, but have started to take precautions. A lot of these school districts for these kids will have a nice 2-hour delay already coming out tomorrow morning for a ton of districts around the western Pennsylvania area, preparing for, again, the first snowfall of the season, or at least first real major snowfall. Of course, did Friday Night Lights last Friday, day after Thanksgiving, up in Elwood City, and of course had a small amount of snow during the game as Semenoff gloved down by low. But 2 to 4 projected overnight. And again, hockey, that's all that matters right now for these individuals, trying to both get a big win. Jones slides one far side, picked back up. Left side working in, down the left side, trying to work free was Jackson Seagraves. Now near side, Cooper Cox, the captain. Inside out around Tomasi. Cox spirals back near side corner. Cox stretch one left side wrister, glove down by Reed Richardson. As Richardson with the answer. Puck meets glove, scoreless here with 5:02 remaining in the first. Face-off comes in blocker side of Richardson. Theos Valchef will take it one side, Price on the other. Price wins it, middle fires, they score! Off the draw, Kai Byers, the freshman, with his first career tally. And Morgantown strikes first. Kai Byers gets his first. First career goal for the freshman off the clean win by Price. And Kai Byers makes no mistakes on that one. 5 even on the clock, 12 minutes gone here in the first. And Kai Byers puts Morgantown up 1-0 in the first. As Smith angles it off the glass, 16th goal this season in the first period. That's the 20th goal allowed in the opening frame this season for Carrick. By far has been their worst defensive period this season with 20 goals against now, 12 in the second, 13 in the third. Morgantown's best offensive period comes in the second, averaging 18 goals per game. 14 of the Cougars' 21 have been second period tallies as well. As Byers looking for another, angles it wide. Now Smith here with 4:34 remaining in the first. 1-0 Morgantown on top. As fluttering puck on edge all the way down. Snyder from his own end. Ran into the boards by Kean Conroy. As Conroy wraps back from the far side corner up top. One-time fanned on and back the other way. Helen Tomasi cancels out on the back check. Droshak back along. Now Snyder, wrap back around, activating off the right side. That was Ikonowski. Near side, here comes Smith. Smith, right side, wrister off of Richardson. Jam back to the near side, 3:53 remaining in the first. In a score or 1-0 Morgantown lead. Snyder back in front, deflected in. Richardson had the answer, denying Helen. Back up top now Smith, center red. Whistle first with 3:42 remaining in the first. And Morgantown going to be shorthanded as Max Snyder, the freshman, heads to the gate for Morgantown. Morgantown 20 for 28 on the penalty kill so far this season. As first opportunity on the power play here for Carrick, 3 for 20, 15% on the year for the Carrick Cougars. Up a skater. So face-off comes to the left side of the keeper, Ryan Lowe. As a power play for the first time either side. Face-off one back but not clear. Tomasi walks the line. Tomasi near side Hagen. Hagen looking back over. Hagen to Tomasi. Off his stick now Semenoff. Ethan Semenoff. Semenoff back behind it goes. Now Kraus from the corner. Wrap back looking at Jeffrey. Jeffrey to Semenoff. Semenoff back to Jeffrey, side of the goal mouth. Puck pops free. Jeffrey angles off the end boards. First 30 on the Snyder. Minor have a lapse. Hagen back down low. Semenoff. Semenoff in front all the way through, all the way out. As Carrick gets the job done for Morgantown. 40 gone on the man advantage. 3 minutes remaining in the period. As Tomasi works back up center ice. Here comes Tomasi. Gets the line. Right side, slows it down. Tomasi knocked off the puck. Kraus in front. He scores! Carter Kraus with his first, but it will not count. Penalty on the play. Denies the Cougars the equalizer. As Chris Tomasi gets the gate, and Carter Kraus denied his first high school goal. So 4-on-4 for 105. Carrick denied the power play goal and denied the rest of this power play opportunity. 105, 4-on-4, then abbreviated 55-second man advantage for Morgantown. Morgantown, when they get it, they're 9 for 38 on the season, as Carrick 68.2% on the kill so far this year. Smith up top, but 4-on-4 even strength right now. Cox wheels out, blocked down, got it off the ricochet. Back up top, now Robbins walks the line. Backs back off the stick of Semenoff. Robbins through traffic, off the end boards, back to the near side. Jeffrey jams it back out. Semenoff, center red, takes the hip check by Robbins. Cox with 130 remaining, or 34 on 4-on-4 remaining, out to Daffner. Daffner fires it wide, blocker side against the grain. Cox now works in. Cox, wrister off the window. Robbins near side. 2 on the clock. Wrap back down to the near side corner. As trying to work it back out is the Carrick Cougars. Now Jones and Kraus converge, and they'll both be able to work it back out with 8 seconds remaining on the Snyder minor. Then a 55-second power play for Morgantown. Smith down the lane, drops off Daffner. Daffner, Richardson the save. Rebound loose in front. Conroy back out. Now helped along by Jones. 48 remaining on the power play. Robbins offside on the play with 1:31 remaining here in the first. 44 ticks of the clock remaining on the man advantage for the Morgantown Mohawks. Brooks Nelson will take the draw for Morgantown against Conroy. Conroy pushes it near side right through the skates of Ty Byers.
Kai Byers has the lone strike today. Stretch near side the freshman, Kai Byers. Byers knocked down from behind. Now knocked down is Ikonowski. Left side, Cameron Smith. Smith works in below the goal line. Smith, Byers can't get it to go. As Richardson able to keep it out. 22 seconds remaining on the Chris Tomasi minor. Brooks Nelson will do the honors. 1:08 remaining here in the first. Against Kean Conroy. Conroy takes it, clears it to the line, not out. Snyder holds with 17. Now wrap back along, held at the line again. Snyder once more, taken by Buckholtz. Buckholtz wraps it back around. Smith with 8 on the power play, 50 in the period. Left side wrist shot, deflects off the stick of Richardson, near side, back to even strength. Abbreviated power play comes to the end. As right side wrapped around by Ikonowski. As Tomasi released from the sin bin as Nelson scores! With 36 remaining in the period, the freshman gets his 5th. And Morgantown leads it 2-0. Tomasi was late to get out of the box by about 5 seconds, and Brooks Nelson, left alone on the back door, makes no mistake with 36 seconds remaining, and just poor execution getting out of the penalty box by Carrick and Chris Tomasi. Don't know if that was the door operator or Tomasi. Imagine Tomasi was begging to get back on the ice as Nelson pots his 5th of the season for the freshman with just 36 seconds remaining. 2-0 Morgantown leads here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing in Findlayville. As Kraus wrists one high and wide. Kraus thought he had the equalizer, but Tomasi was called for interference. And again, a big thank you to our friends at Cheplick Packing for sponsoring us all season long. And if you haven't been out to Findlayville and Cheplick Packing, highly recommend. Got both of our Thanksgiving turkeys from Cheplick's and a freezer full of their food. And again, you cannot beat the quality or service you'll get from there, as it's 2-0 Morgantown after 1 right here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing.
Cheplick Packing, a full-service family-owned butcher shop serving the Mon Valley since 1950. We offer a full line of processing services. Whether you're planning your next big party or just a weeknight dinner, we have you covered. From our hand-cut steaks and pork chops to house-made kielbasa and so much more, at Cheplick's we love our customers and can't wait to see you. Call us today at 724-348-7094 or visit our website for more information at cheplickpacking.com. Eber & Associates Insurance Services is Pittsburgh's premier independent insurance agency with over 2 decades of experience and a team of more than 25 certified experts. We give you confidence in your coverage. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, our personalized approach ensures you get exactly what you need. Call today at 412-653-0600. Eber & Associates Insurance Services. Custom insurance covered for life.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
One chapter of this tale in the books, and it's 2-0 Morgantown on top of Carrick on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing. As Carrick trying to get on the board. Been their best offensive period, their worst defensive period. They saw themselves surrender too, but this is the best scoring period for Morgantown as well. Daffner forehand, poked away by Reed Richardson. Rebound covered up. Helen took a late swing and an extra shove back the other way by Ikonowski. 16:33 remaining in the second. 2-0 lead here in favor of Morgantown. First of two, Thomas Jefferson taking on Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Pittsburgh Central Catholic, their football team not done yet. They have one task remaining against LaSalle College in the state title game for football. As banked back out, eludes Ethan Semenoff. Cox right up the middle. Now taken by Jones. Back out it goes. Buckholz knocked down near side. Touched along by Jeffries. Right side Baker. Back into the middle. Picked up by Jones. Jones cuts left side. As Jones now wrapped back underneath. There goes Cox. Cooper Cox slides it right down Broadway. Helen works in. Backdoor doesn't connect. Was trying to spring Cox on the backside post. Rebound, Daphner up over the top. Trying to go high, blocker side over Richardson. Just could not convert on that one. Face-off will stay in deep right here on MVI Live.
The Trailside Pub and Restaurant, located on the banks of the Youghiogheny River in West Newton, is serving up classic American fare along with 20 beers on tap. From our Tuesday wing nights, Thursday trivia nights, and Sunday brunch, we have something for everyone.
Face-off glove side of Richardson, now taken back over Tomasi, backed back along, cleared back along by Valcheft, all the way down now Smith. Picks it back up, Smith works back near side as Cameron Smith. Smith from the right side looks to gallop his way back the other way. As it works past Tomasi all the way in, taken back over, surveying there on the left wing. Cameron Smith walks the line up top, near side pass. Byers blockered away by Richardson. Snyder can't hold the line all the way down as penalty called there on the Carrick Cougars and the likes of Gavin Jones. Morgantown 0 for 1 on the power play. Morgantown sits in fourth inside their division. Knock first with 7 wins, 7-3-1. Then Deer Lake 6-2-1. Connellsville at 6-3. Morgantown 4-3. McDowell 3-5. EF 3-5. And Central Valley 2-4. Carrick sits behind Neshannock, Burrow, Ringgold, and Trinity. Neshannock 7-1-1, Burrow 5-3-0-2, Ringgold 5-2-1, Trinity 2-4, and Carrick 2-6 with Swickley and Wilmington dwelling in the basement. We'll see Carrick a couple more times this season, a couple of Mon Valley foes they have with EF and Ringgold. We'll get some of those matchups later on in the year as 22 remain on the power play. 14-13 remaining in the second as Carrick's captain Tomasi wasting time. Flips it in, glove down by Cox. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Daphner, one last rush here on the man advantage, but offsides off the change on the far side. Custer headed to the bench. Did not get that right skate off the ice in time, so offside is the call. 14:03 remaining in the second. 2-0 lead here in favor of Morgantown. Goals by Kai Byers, his first, and Brooks Nelson, his fifth. First ever for Kai Byers. All the way back in, now low angles it back along, back behind. As Carrick off the takeaway, back to even strength. Now back behind, picked back up there and looking back over Max Walker. Kraus, wrist shot, flutter straight up into the air, skate towards stick, but it's taken back over and banked back the other way by Luke Quigley, the alternate captain. As Quigley will retreat for it, but Walker will take over. Quickly moves it along to his defensive partner, Quigley. Wrap back along, now Daphner up ahead, off Helen near side, Cox. Cooper Cox. As Cooper down the left side, backhander Cox. Could not get it to go as Cox got knocked down on the play. $13-17 remaining in the second. 2-0 lead for Morgantown on top of Carrick here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing. As flipped back in. There's Max Hagan. All the way back in, near side, Seagraves takes the hit on the near side by Buchholz. Tomasi from his own end off of Nelson as Tomasi doubles back for the puck. Tomasi right up the gut. Here comes Tomasi, full head of steam. Tomasi lost the handle. Miller following up, couldn't get it either. Brooks Nelson 1-on-2. Nelson already has one, inside out. Nelson backhand, forehand, Richardson. Stays with him every step of the way. 12.5 remaining in the second. 2-0 Morgantown leads it. As that puck taken back over, Tomasi pushes it back along. Off the defense of Baker. Back behind, taken there by Robbins. As Ryder Baker just got enough to impede the progress of Tomasi. Seagraves middle, backhand, Price would not go. As staying with it all the way was Richardson. As another look at the side of the goal mouth, Richardson will hang on. 11:59 remaining in the second. And it's a 2-0 Morgantown advantage here on MVI Live. Faceoff will come in glove side of Reed Richardson. Late change or a late attempted change for Carrick. Gonna go by the wayside. So Ethan Semenoff will step in the dot. One back by Price. Cox one more up top. Through traffic. Smith has it angled back to the corner by Richardson. Now pressured Custer back behind. Max Hagan pressuring as well. Out in front, Price up top. Walking the line, wrist shot never got through. Hagan in the way of the Smith attempt. Here comes Hagan, center red wrister. Off the glove and trickles wide. Lowe got just enough as that one trickling towards the goal line goes wide of the near side post. 11:36 remaining in the second. It's a 2-0 advantage here in favor of Morgantown. And Central Catholic TJ, second half of our twin bill here tonight. As Rich shot never got through. Back line taken back over. Side of the goal mouth, centering feed is trying to center one in front was Jeremy Johnson, the sophomore. As offensive zone draw coming for Carrick here. As Carrick trails Morgantown 2-0. Face-off comes in deep. Ryan Miller off the face-off type. Taken back over. Cooper Cox. Cox, now there it goes. Back the other way. Price wrists one near side. As taken from the near side corner. Jam back along and back out all the way down. Icing waved off on the cage anyways. As Lowe will play it off. Whistle will blow with 11:08 remaining here in the second. 2-0 Morgantown. And a penalty coming on Custer. And maybe one the other way. Nope, just one on Custer. So a power play for Carrick. As going to the box is Brandon Custer, the sophomore. Second penalty on Morgantown. First this period. Carrick 0 for 1 on the power play. Thought they had a power play tally, did the Carrick Cougars. But the Carrick Cougars were held in check due to a Chris Tomasi minor. As that resulted in a goal back the other way. Wasn't a power play tally, but Tomasi was just getting on the ice when Brooks Nelson buried it. And again, that was about 5 seconds after the power play had expired. Tomasi was late getting back onto the ice. As Chris Tomasi near side, Ethan Semenoff. Semenoff back the other way, down the right side, centering feed. Jeffrey tries to jam it home, tight to the ice. There was Lowe. Now back up top, Tomasi. Tomasi, stutter step near side. Chris Tomasi works in. Tomasi fires. He scores! The captain on the power play gets the Cougars on the board. As Chris Tomasi is team leading, 5th of the season. Gets the lead down to 1 as the captain makes no mistake. And the Cougars have the power play strike. 1 for 2 in the game. Now 4 for 22 on the season is Carrick. As Chris Tomasi a power play goal with 10:35 remaining here in this second period of play. So Tomasi, the little stutter step hesitation at the line was just enough. As now here's Conroy ripping one up and out. (2-1) Morgantown leads Carrick here on MVI Live, brought to you by Cheplik's Packing in Finleyville. Face-off will come to the glove side of Lowe. One back by Cooper Cox. Now Baker back to Cox on the near side half wall. Kraus able to hold the line momentarily. Cox continues to work vigorously to get it out as the puck ricochets to Daffner. Back the other way. Tomasi back down the middle. Richardson. Cox tries to get the takeaway on the near side. Picked back up by Daffner. Works the line. Almost taken away by Tomasi. As now jammed back in, far side, Kean Conroy. Conroy backs it back to Miller. Now taken back over by Baker. Baker from his own end. Slides one to Cox. Cox left side. Stops up. Cox surveys from the left side corner. Cox jammed into the wall there by Kraus. Back in front. Taken back over to Massey. Baker holds the line near side. As all the way around far side, McKeever waiting on it. Second effort, they get it that way as McKeever slides it to the line, not out. Robbins, wrister off the end boards. Now taken back over. Trying to work things back to the near side. Droshak can't clear. Kraus off the ricochet will. Now Brooks Nelson has the go-ahead tally today. Baker, far side stretch, angled in by Daffner. He'll head off for a change. As Tomasi picks it up back behind Richardson. Tomasi tries to work back, gets around Cox. Tired legs for the Cougars of Tomasi as he'll just dump in change. All the way back far side. Cox can't get the handle. Droshak just jams it back along. Far side, 8:40. Second period. 2-1, Morgantown leads it. As Smith knocked down back behind. Now taken back over on the near side. That's trying to flip back along as Price. Hagen from the far side. Hagen surveys. Hagen now looking back over as Max Hagen wraps it back underneath. Right side, cross rink pass, back, now near side Snyder. All the way back down to the corner. Buckholt stretch pass. Here comes Semenoff, 1-on-3. Ethan Semenoff. Wrister, glove down by Ryan Lowe, no rebound. Halfway home here in the second, 2-1 lead for Morgantown over Carrick on MVI Live. Both teams will bring some new forces on as offensive zone draw coming for the Carrick Cougars. Face-off will come to the blocker side of Ryan Lowe. Price will take it on one side, one back though by Semenoff. Jones into Jeffrey, as Jeffrey feeling the effect of that one. As Byers stops up, drop off Jones. Intervenes on the near side, now Quigley. Back to Kai Byers, high hit by Buckholtz. No call will come, the Morgantown faithful, rightfully so, was asking for it. Now taken back behind Max Hagen, can't get there. As pressured back along, up top Quigley. Quigley walks the line, or a shot blocked down on friendly fire. All the way down it goes, wanders in and wide of Ryan Lowe with 7:32 remaining in the second. Right here on MVI Live. As we'll go all the way back down. Morgantown got the early goal by Kai Byers, his first. And then it was Nelson, his fifth, after Carrick had a goal disallowed via the penalty. And the Cougars would strike, though, on the power play. Chris Tomasi, his fifth of the season, 2-1. Morgantown leads as Quigley shot goes wide. Ikonowski from the corner. Pressured off by Price. Near side, Nelson. Now Ikonowski from the corner looks back over. Taken back by Jeffrey. Delayed penalty on Morgantown as they will touch up on the far side. Gaining possession is Byers, and a power play coming for the Cougars when we come back here on MVI Live.
The Trailside Pub and Restaurant, located on the banks of the Youghiogheny River in West Newton, is serving up classic American fare along with 20 beers on tap. From our Tuesday wing nights, Thursday trivia nights, and Sunday brunch, we have something for everyone. Bring some friends to come and relax on our covered and heated deck or catch the game at the bar. The Trailside strives to support the community, and we can't wait to see you along the trail.
2-1 Morgantown on top of Carrick. Carrick back to the power play they go. Not without some disgruntled Mohawks on the ice pleading their case to the officiating crew to no avail. Kraus forehand backhand. He scores! Face-off win onto the board. And Morgantown's gripe is going to grow louder. They felt they got the short end of the stick, and Kraus forehand backhand. This time the freshman's first will count, and they don't get much prettier than that, as Carter Krause's first career goal after having one disallowed earlier today, as Krause makes it 2-2 here in the second on the power play. 2 for 3 on the man advantage. Here is Carrick. First career goal for Carter Krause, as the freshman forehand backhand beauty in the 9th game of the season. Now Cooper Cox, 2-on-1, back the other way. Cox wants it right back. Richardson says no. And some extracurriculars pushing and shoving after the whistle. .652 second period. 2-2 your score. Morgantown led by 2. Carrick's got the last 2, both via the power play. And Carter Krause looks like he may be getting the gate here for the Carrick Cougars. Third penalty on Carrick. Also a penalty on, nope, maybe not. Robbins looked like he was making a beeline to the box as well. Krause will just serve. Penalty will go against Richardson, the goalie. Morgantown 0 for 2 on the power play. Richardson gets the gate here. So the keeper stays in the cage, and Krause goes off to serve the penalty. Cox right down Broadway. Richardson turns it away. 6:38 remaining in the second. Near side, Cooper Cox. Cox now slides it left side. Smith rings it off the pipe. Kean Conroy back up top. Now Cox. Stutter step down low. Nelson, Brooks Nelson, back to Cox. Cox angles back behind as Cox surveys along. Has Smith up top. The captain wrapping along the top of the zone. Cooper Cox tries to toe drag in. Conroy in the way, gets the clear. 1:15 remaining here on the power play. 6:05 in the second. Back near side, Brooks Nelson. Nelson, stretch far side, Smith. Smith has Custer backside, fires one off the catching glove of Richardson. In front, Cox angles it back behind. 55 seconds remaining. Now Cooper Cox. Cox angles near side. Cox wrapping back along. Cox now Conroy gets the clear all the way down. It goes low. Picked back up by Nelson as Nelson. Near side, here comes Nelson. Nelson right down Broadway. Nelson forehand, backhand, he scores! Brooks Nelson buries another. The freshman with his 6th and 2nd of the game, and the Mohawks back in front. A power play goal by Brooks Nelson as the freshman does it once more. 6 goals on the season for Nelson. .3-2 Morgantown regains the advantage here in the second. 5:22 remaining. Been a chippy affair thus far. Semenov now right side. Angle back along. Semenov takes over. The alternate captain, Ethan Semenov. Semenov left side, tries to answer, will not. Sharp angle, Jeffrey back behind. Semenov now takes back over, pressured by Quigley. Now picked back up by Price. Price, up top it goes. Carried out by Daffner. Daffner back the other way. Daffner to the backhand. Daffner, power move in. Tries the stuff attempt, wouldn't go. Buckholtz left side, Jones. Jones towards the line. Semenoff will carry out. Here comes Semenoff. 1-on-2. More reinforcements coming for the Mohawks. Back behind Semenoff. Semenoff in front, and Lowe will make the save and hang on. Ryan Lowe from back behind. 4:35 remaining in the second. 3-2 lead here in favor of Morgantown. It was 2-0 after one. The Cougars got even with a pair of power play strikes. But since then, Morgantown, they've added one back on the board. 3-2 lead here for Morgantown in the second. Face-off comes to the glove side of the keeper, Ryan Lowe. Back up top, Tomasi. Tomasi knifing in. Fires denied. Low again. Tomasi was bidding for his second of the game and sixth of the season, but Ryan Lowe had the answer that time by 4:27 remaining in the second. Up top near side, knocked down was Seagraves as the puck wanders back to the right side corner. Picked up there by Ikonowski. Ikonowski centering feed. Fluttered back along, now headed back for it is Dmitry Valshev. Valshev back along. Here comes Nelson. Nelson whistles it off the window. Back to the near side, picked back up there by the Mohawks. In front, deflected post, rebound Nelson, no. As Richardson in the iron denies him of the HT with just under 4 to play. Baker to Seagraves. Puck pops free near side, angled back towards the line, and Baker holds. With some help from Custer, now Tomasi, left side, wraps it around, right side, Nelson. Picked back up there by the captain, Tomasi. Flutters one back out as foot race for Dmitry Valshev. Trying to work his way to it. Baker got in the way as 3.5 remain in the second and a 3-2 lead in favor of the Morgantown Mohawks right here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing. Face-off glove side of Reed Richardson. As Semenoff will do the honors, wins it back against Daffner. Slid back up, held at the line. Snyder turning, wrister whistles wide. 3:23 remaining here in the first. Helen wraps back underneath, lost his footing in the process as Semenoff banks far side corner. Surveys his options. Near side, there's Jeffrey. Jeffrey flipped back along. Smith will hustle in after it as Jones will pressure as well. Banked back, glove down, left side, Semenoff. Semenoff now taken back over. Jones up top. Hagen, wrister denied. Rebound would not go. Semenoff sitting on the doorstep. Couldn't corral it to put it home. As Lowe tight to the ice there. Daffner with 2:40 remaining. Right side, Cox canceled out by Hagen. Hagen left side. Jones lost the handle, sent flying by Snyder illegally as Cox slaps it down. Power play coming for the Cougars right here on MVI Live.
Hello, my name is Paul Schmidt, owner of Classic Deck Impressions located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are a full-scale deck building company specializing in new deck construction and remodeling. We utilize only the highest quality products and follow the most strict building procedures. Call us today at 412-496-5189 for your free in-home consultation and computer-generated drawings. Also visit us at classicdeckimpressions.com.
Carrick 2 for 3 on the power play. They've struck twice this period. Trying to go 3 for 3. Face-off pulled back by Cox to Lowe. He'll cover up. 1:58 remaining on the Snyder minor. His second penalty of the game. 2:30 remaining in this contest. Or in this second period, I should say. As near side, Tomasi works out. Chris Tomasi Now Jeffrey skates into it. Jeffrey centering feed. Hagen off the window, back behind. Near side Quigley. Quigley off a stick. Near side coming. And quick hands on the near side. Fantastic grab. Keeping everybody safe here with 1:41 remaining in period number 2. Or on the power play, 2:14 remaining in period number 2. Push back near side. Jeffrey will skate to it and neutralize as time begins to dwindle down once more. Hagen now Jeffrey. Jeffrey surveys his options. Jeffrey working back far side. Hagen. Hagen left side works in. Hagen stops up. Now Kraus. Kraus banks it back along. Semenoff. Semenoff underneath. Semenoff near side. Jeffrey. Jeffrey back over. Taken there in the likes of Semenoff. Semenoff pressured off by Quigley. Down to 110 on the power play. Tomasi gets the puck on his sticks. Turns it over. Now Cox shorthanded. Cox foot race. Sidesteps Tomasi. Cooper Cox wrapping around. Can't get around Tomasi. Well, there's a reason why. Chris tied him up illegally. And the power play ends 1:05 in. Second time Tomasi's ended a power play early for Carrick in this one. As Cougars now 2 for 4 on the man advantage here tonight. Face-off tie-up taken by Jeffrey on the near side. Jeffrey. Cross-rink pass. Ikonowski pressures as Robbins ran into by Ikonowski, and James took the worst of that one. Back the other way. Here comes Nelson. Nelson right side looking for the HT as that one pops up and out. Whistle blows with 1:05 remaining in the second. 33 seconds remaining. Up 4-on-4 action and an abbreviated 1:05 power play for Morgantown. Morgantown goals by Byers and Nelson in the first. 2 power play goals, Tomasi and Kraus for Carrick tied us up at 2 before the Mohawks got back on the board. It was Nelson on the power play in his own right for his second of the game and 6th of the season. So looks like the Cougars maybe getting a bench minor here in the process. As now the officials trying to take order on the far side with the Morgantown bench. They did put a bench minor on the board, but it looks like a penalty aside maybe as Baker goes into the box as well. Now it's 4-on-3 Carrick. So it might have been a bench minor on Morgantown. So it did stay in deep for Carrick. So now the Cougars on the power play. Hagen, wrist shot away. We'll go back to 4-on-4 in a second. Daffner has the step in all alone. Daffner fires. He scores! A short-handed strike. Justin Daffner, his 7th. So Daffner short-handed. Mohawks back by a pair. Back-to-back strikes for Morgantown after Carrick was able to get it even on a pair of power play strikes. 40 seconds remaining here in the second. Carrick 5 seconds, then we'll go to 4-on-4. Wrist shot, Jeffrey, he scores! A power play goal by Carrick. Just as time's expiring. 7 seconds apart. A seeing eye wrister, Landon Jeffrey, his third of the season. And Carrick's third power play goal of the game. The seeing eye wrister through the 5-hole. 16:27 after a goal at the 16:20 mark. And Carrick matches. So it's just a 1-goal Morgantown lead. Trying to go 3 shots, 3 goals was Cox. As 4-on-4 for about the next minute. Quigley, Rister, Richardson, no. Back behind it goes. Side of the goal mouth. Richardson covers up. 13.5 remaining. 46 remaining on the first minor to Tomasi. 108 remaining on the minor to Morgantown. As Carrick to the line, not out. 8 seconds. Quigley, Nelson in front. Jeffrey wraps it down and ends the frame. No, 1.8 remaining. As we are even strength still for 34 seconds. And 23 seconds of Carrick power play time. The keeper, Ryan Lowe, going to the bench. Takes just around 3 seconds for an empty net goal to go the distance. So 1.8, go for the extra attacker. If you're the Mohawks, trying to steal one late. Daffner, does he have time to go back to Cox? Looks like that will be the play. Daffner tries to win it. Looked like it went off the shin of our linesman on the far side. 10 the period. As 2 periods in the books, Carrick's closed the gap to just 1 after 2 here on MVI, powered by Cheplick Packing. Morgantown led by 2 after 1. 12 minutes in, it was Byers, his first of his high school career, then Nelson's 5th. With 16:24 remaining, Tomasi and Kraus would tie the game on the power play. Both would strike at the 6:25 mark. Tomasi's 5th, Kraus's first ever at the 9:52 mark. But before that happened, back when it was 1-0, it looked like Kraus had his first goal of his career earlier, but that was waved off due to a Tomasi penalty. Then Nelson would score before, right when Tomasi would get out of the box. Again, he was released about 5 seconds late, making it 2-0 Morgantown before Carrick would tie it 2. Nelson, a power play goal in his own right, his second of the game, 6th of the season. At the 11:38 mark would make it a 1-goal Morgantown lead. Then a shorty by Daffner, a 16:20 into the period, but just 7 seconds later, Jeffrey on the power play would cut the lead back to 1, and that's where we stand after 2 right here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick Packing.
Cheplick Packing, a full-service family-owned butcher shop serving the Mon Valley since 1950. We offer a full line of processing services. Whether you're planning your next big party or just a weeknight dinner, we have you covered. From our hand-cut steaks and pork chops to house-made kielbasa and so much more, at Cheplick's we love our customers and can't wait to see you. Call us today at 724-348-7094 or visit our website for more information at cheplickpacking.com. Eber and Associates Insurance Services is Pittsburgh's premier independent insurance agency with over 2 decades of experience and a team of more than 25 certified experts. We give you confidence in your coverage. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, our personalized approach ensures you get exactly what you need. Call today at 412-653-0600. Eber and Associates Insurance Services. Custom insurance covered for life.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
The Savage Gentleman Barbershop in Elizabeth is raising the standard in the barbershop industry. Open Tuesday through Saturday, the Savage Gentleman will get your hair right for whatever the occasion may be. Appointments and walk-ins both welcome, so next time you need a cut, Don't settle for less. Come get the best at the Savage Gentleman Barbershop. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300. The Trailside Pub and Restaurant, located on the banks of the Youghiogheny River in West Newton, is serving up classic American fare along with 20 beers on tap. From our Tuesday wing nights, Thursday trivia nights, and Sunday brunch, we have something for everyone. Bring some friends to come and relax on our covered and heated deck or catch the game at the bar. The Trailside strives to support the community, and we can't wait to see you along the trail.
Hello, my name is Paul Schmidt, owner of Classic Deck Impressions located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are a full-scale deck building company specializing in new deck construction and remodeling. We utilize only the highest quality products and follow the most strict building procedures. Call us today at 412-496-5189 for your free in-home consultation and computer-generated drawings. Also visit us at classicdeckimpressions.com.
Carrick Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Carrick Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Menneson. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. Cheplick Packing, a full-service, family-owned butcher shop serving the Mon Valley since 1950. We offer a full line of processing services. Whether you're planning your next big party or just a weeknight dinner, we have you covered. From our hand-cut steaks and pork chops to house-made kielbasa and so much more, at Cheplick's we love our customers and can't wait to see you. Call us today at 724-348-7094 or visit our website for more information at cheplickpacking.com. Cheplick Packing, a full-service family-owned butcher shop serving the Mon Valley since 1950. We offer a full line of processing services. Whether you're planning your next big party or just a weeknight dinner, we have you covered. From our hand-cut steaks and pork chops to house-made kielbasa and so much more, at Cheplick's we love our customers and can't wait to see you. Call us today at 724-348-7094 or visit our website for more information at cheplickpacking.com. Eber and Associates Insurance Services is Pittsburgh's premier independent insurance agency with over 2 decades of experience and a team of more than 25 certified experts. We give you confidence in your coverage. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, our personalized approach ensures you get exactly what you need. Call today at 412-653-0600. Eber and Associates Insurance Services. Custom insurance covered for life.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
The Savage Gentleman Barbershop in Elizabeth is raising the standard in the barbershop industry. Open Tuesday through Saturday, the Savage Gentleman will get your hair right for whatever the occasion may be. Appointments and walk-ins both welcome, so next time you need a cut, don't settle for less. Come get the best at the Savage Gentleman Barbershop. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300. The Trailside Pub and Restaurant located.
2 chapters written, 1 left to be told here this evening on MVI Live. As face-off controlled by Morgantown. Morgantown led 2-0. Carrick tied at 2. And then it went 3-2, 4-2 Morgantown before the Cougars got one back late. 3 power play goals for Carrick. 14 seconds here, a 4-on-4. And then we shall go to an abbreviated 20-plus second power play for the Carrick Cougars. As Carrick now on that power play with 20 seconds remaining. Smith steps in front. Cox right down the right side. Curls back as Cooper Cox in front. Hellett. As near side, Smith takes back over. As back to even strength, and for the first time we play 5-on-5 here in the third. 1 minute in. As TJ, Central Catholic, that'll be game 2 of our matchup here. Doubleheader, Tomasi, shot blocked down. Semenoff, right side, backdoor angled up and out by Tomasi. As whistle blows near side, 15:37 remaining in the third. Face-off comes in near side, neutral ice. Daphner will do the honors. against Valchef. Face off tied up. Dimitri and the likes of Daphner. Nelson now offside again here on the near side. Comes back the other way. Valchef lost the puck as we'll reset from neutral ice. There's Chris Tomasi. All the way back in, wrapped around, picked back up on the left side. As back the other way, stretch pass taken off the deflection. Right side angle back along by Ikonowski all the way down Quigley. Back behind low, near side, Droshak waiting on it. Brooks banks it out. Here comes Brooks Nelson. Far side, Price. Price walks in, Price, trailer, wristed in, and Richardson. Off the weak roller, turned it away, and a penalty in transition. Now extracurriculars with Conroy and company, as they'll tend to that right here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More.
So Conroy gets the gate and then gets the boot on a misconduct. They have 7 minutes of penalties on the board. So it'll be a 7-minute power play served by Jeremy Johnson. I believe it will go the 2 first. So if they score on the 2, then it'll be 5. It will go back to that 5-minute mark for the major, but I've never seen put on the board as a 7. So that's a first for me when it comes to at least how they've been put on the board. And nonetheless, that means it is a grade A shooting gallery coming from Morgantown and a chance to really break this one open. The penalty kill has to be here for the blue and gold as first shot whistles wide to the near side. Taken back over. Snyder tries the sidestep on Max Hagan. Now back underneath. Hagan wraps around. Far side picks back up. Left side controlled there. That's by the likes of Smith. Up top, Cox. Right side, Snyder deflected in off the pillow of Richardson. All the way back down and all the way out it goes. As set up by Ryan Lowe. First minute of the man advantage has come to an end. Morgantown leads it 4-3 here on MVI Live, powered by Chemplick Packing. As centering feed, cross rink now, Valchef. Valchef tries to angle it back along. There's Snyder working in. Snyder left side, toe drag broken up and jam back down the distance all the way down with 5:55 remaining here on the man advantage. Carrick needs to get a kill here in this one. Cougars down 4-3 in the third. As Semenoff tries to work things free. Now wristed in Helen. Near side, take him back over. That was by the likes of Snyder. Tomasi wasting time. Now ripping one down the distance. Puck will rattle around. Helen looking to come to it on the near side. Cox lets it slide through. Now Daphner, already a shorty. Can he get a power play strike? As Daphner trying to find a way here. All the way back out. Helen, 2 minutes gone on the power play. As Cox back from his own end. Cooper Cox galloping in. Lost the handle. Semenoff slides it back out. Whistle blows. And a penalty coming. So Carrick will get a reprieve for 2 minutes as we will go to 4-on-4, barring another call, with 4:45 remaining on the Kean Conroy 2 and 5, with a 10 involved in as well. As penalty will go against Cooper Cox. So 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, barring another call here in the third. 12:34 remaining in the third. Mohawks leading by 1. Go ahead strike right now by Daffner. It was shorthanded right before Jeffrey struck on the power play. As right side, taken back over. Now Brooks Nelson, near side. Jeffrey, left side, wrister, blocked back down by Robbins. Taken back to Massey. Tomasi, cross ring pass. And what this also does, allows some different bodies to get on the ice for this 2 minutes, with giving your penalty killer some spare time. But Brooks Nelson, the takeaway. Nelson works in, stops on a dime. Nelson pulls in. Nelson fires off the glove of Richardson. Sensational body control by Brooks Nelson, looking for the HT. 1:08 remaining, 4-on-4. As Kraus picks up the puck, flips it back down. As delayed penalty on Morgantown as well, with 58 seconds remaining on the Cox minor. So it will be 58 seconds of power play time for Carrick. Then back to 4-on-4, I do believe, as they were calling for the bench. So check that. I think maybe a misread by the Carrick bench, as it looked like Carrick was calling for the keeper to come to the bench. That will not be the case here, as off the draw, flip back out to neutral ice all the way down. And picking it back up is Max Walker in his own end. Walker, now Custer on the near side. Stretch one, far side, Quigley. Has Quigley in transition. Wrister, Richardson, no. Back out off Walker all the way down. 4-on-4 continues here on MVI Live, as Morgantown leads Carrick by 1. That's taken back Max Hagan. Hagan from center red. Hagan with 25 remaining till Morgantown back to the power play. That's turned over by Miller, turned right back over. Miller throws it, nobody home on the near side. As picked back up, as there's Kai Byers. The freshman started the scoring with his first ever goal earlier this evening. 4-3 Morgantown leads. 6 seconds and then it will be just under 3 minutes of power play time for Morgantown. Remember, 7 minutes of penalties on the board for Kean Connery. As Conroy got 2, then got in the box and threw a bit of a temper tantrum. As wrist shot Richardson, and he'll hang on. And that's when he was ejected from this game, and 7 minutes of power play time was put on the board. It was really retracted now down to 5 after the penalty on Cooper Cox. So down to 2.5 remaining since that 7 minutes of power play time was put on the scoreboard. Right side, Hagan rips it back down. Lowe will set things up, as Lowe now taken back over near side survey. As leaving it Smith to Cox. Cox back the other way. Cooper Cox galloping in. Cox has it knocked off his stick. Now Semenoff chips it back ahead, pressuring Smith. As Smith will head back into his own end. Cameron Smith circling back behind. Cam Smith trying to work down the left side. Smith all the way in, canceled out by Hagan, and Tomasi sends it down the distance. That's Chris Tomasi all the way down. Now Brooks Nelson with 1:45 remaining on the penalty to Kean Conroy. Again, Conroy ejected from this game. Serving the penalty is Jeremy Johnson. Back the other way, it's Nelson. Nelson watches it in, now taken over by Chris Tomasi. Tomasi back underneath. Tomasi jams it off the boards all the way down. Past Snyder all the way with 1:22 remaining here in the third, or on the power play. 9 minutes remaining in the third. 1 goal lead for Morgantown. 8 minutes gone in the third period. Left side wide of Richardson. Has taken over. Smith working in. Smith
and almost sneaks through Richardson. Somehow Reed Richardson keeps it out as the keeper for the Cougars keeps it a 1-goal game. Price will take the draw. Price pulls it back too clean, near side all the way past Smith. Smith cross rink feed, Snyder near side Custer. Custer quick pass along to Helen. Helen now jams it back around all the way out back behind, picked up by the likes of Buckholtz and Tomasi. Off the stick of Smith, off a high stick. So Baker will touch and that will bring the whistle with 8:26 remaining in the third. And 37 seconds remaining on that 7-minute power play for Morgantown, who's been yet to be able to increase upon their advantage so far here in this one. Face off one back now, far side Helen. Helen back up. Right side taken back over. Buckholtz from his own end, pedals backwards. Now Jones slid through all the way. Ikonowski, backhand dump into the attacking end. Robbins takes over, down to 15 remaining on the power play. Deflected near side, ranging over. Ikonowski can't get it by Price. Now second effort, Ikonowski, back down it goes. As Carrick kills the penalty. Nelson deflected, backdoor, jam back behind, now wrap back near side, taken back over, Cox off the turnover, as bodies flying, Robbins near side, wrap back behind, Ikonowski throws his weight around, as we continue on and in front, it finds a way, Cooper Cox connects for the Mohawks. Cooper Cox team leading 18th of the season. When you're good, and sometimes you're lucky as well. Cooper Cox is all three right now as Cox gets some luck, gets the tally for number 18 this season. In Morgantown, the first goal of the third. Coming 9:40 into the third period, Morgantown leads it 5-3. Some insurance for Morgantown as that one knocked in. And again, if you're looking for insurance, make sure you check out our friends at Eber and Associates Insurance Services. Also sponsoring our Eber Insurance Player of the Game after every broadcast here on MVI Live and Lions Heart Media. Mark Pullout, the game official, headed over to, I think, have a word about something with somebody as he's headed out of the box. Obviously had the privilege of covering his son when he was at Belvern and Evan. Maybe tending to an injured, I think that's what it is, tending to an injured Cougar. Five-3 lead here in favor of Morgantown as the Mohawks try to just play a game of keep away right now, maybe a game of increase as they're getting look after look, but nonetheless they are in the driver's seat. That is what we know for sure right now here on MVI Live, looking for win number 5 on the season are the Morgantown Mohawks. 6:54, third period action. Morgantown up 2-0. Carrick tied it at 2. Morgantown took a 4-2 lead before Carrick got back on the board, making it 4-3. Morgantown's got one of late in Cooper Cox. Has his 18th of the season. Byers, then Nelson, Tomasi, and Kraus got the 2 to tie before Nelson and Daffner would find the back of the net. Jeffrey would find pay dirt for the Cougars before the Mohawks would get one for Cox. All 3 goals on the power play for Carrick tonight. No even strength tallies as Carrick still looking for one here in the final 7. Wrist shot, Quigley never got through.
As flipped back in front, backhander out of the air. Kai Byers could not buy that one. Was looking for his second of the night. Now Cox, left side Byers, backdoor Nelson. Brooks Nelson denied by Richardson. As Richardson turns that one away, cleared back out all the way down, and icing the call with 5:49 remaining here in the third. As Morgantown lurking for another. Hagen from his own end banks it off, Semenoff. Near side Simcox. Simcox had to wander a little too far. Angled in off the skate of Semenoff. 5:18 remaining here in the third. 5-3 Morgantown leads it on top of Carrick here on MVI Live. Powered by Cheplick Packing in Finleyville. As near side, right side taken over. As flip back along, Landon Jeffrey. Wrap back up top, right side, Buckholz in front, Simcox denied. Shots 34-17 in favor of Morgantown. Mohawks 1 for 5 on the power play, Carrick 2 for 6. So they're actually giving Jeffrey they did give Jeffrey a power play goal, so that means all 3 are power play strikes for the Carrick Cougars. 5-3 Carrick on top of Morgan on top of Carrick, working on win number 5 on the season. 5-3 1-1 will be the record after the conclusion of this one, barring a comeback, and Tomasi makes no mistake. Shot number 18, Chris Tomasi, second of the night. First even strength goal for Carrick comes off the tape of Tomasi. So Chris Tomasi is 6th of the season, and the Cougars aren't dead yet. 4:48 remaining here in the third. .12 into the third. Cougars get within 1. And almost 30 saves tonight for Richardson. 29, Tomasi trying to tie it up. Poked off his stick by Robbins from behind. Odd hop almost fooling the likes of the keeper in Ryan Lowe. As back the other way, backhand Baker broken up. The Cougar bench applauding. Carrick matching their season high of goals 4 and 4. Both times they put up 4 this season, they won. Trying to get above that mark for the first time today. Second high on goals allowed for Morgantown. 6 was the previous high given up in a loss to Knock in a 6-5 contest. As puck angled down away from Richardson, as Theos Valchef trying to work it back out. 3:43 remaining here in the third. Cox jams it back out. Now Baker, pressured by Valchef. Now Nelson, near side, Cooper, Cox in transition. Far side, there's Buckholz canceled out. Buckholz near side, Droshak. Taken back over by Robbins. Robbins working now, Nelson. Brooks Nelson. Nelson kicked away by Richardson. Back to the near side. Angled all the way back behind. As slamming his man to the board as Buckholz whistle blows. With 2:59 remaining here in the third. 5-4 Morgantown leads Carrick. First half of our twin bill this evening. As back behind, now taking over Jeffries. Back up top, Miller. Angling it back along, now near side. Flip back off the deflection, all the way back in. Kraus jams it. Angle back Jeffrey, now Semenoff. Semenoff trying to tie it back up. Haven't been tied since 2-2. As there's Miller. Miller wrapping back behind. That lucky bounce of a goal by Cooper Cox is the difference right now in this one. Tomasi's cut the lead to 1. Watch for Richardson sooner rather than later, maybe around the 1:30 mark. So under a minute from now to head to the bench. Near side Semenoff. Imagine this number 1 stacked line will get a break and come back out with them pulling the keeper Richardson for the Carrick Cougars. Semenoff. Now Kraus up top. Down to 2 minutes. Or a timeout probably going to be used as well. Back near side. Back to the line. Touch back near side. Picked back up and angled on by Kai Byers. 1:51 remaining in the third. 5-4 lead as Miller off. Hopping on Simcox. Turns it over right in front of his own bench. Next stoppage by. Watch for the Cougars to burn that timeout. As watch Richardson to follow the play. Nelson robbed. Left glove flashing. Reed Richardson saves the day for the time being. And some extracurriculars after the whistle. And Ethan Semenoff go into the penalty box. So Semenoff gets the gate along with Daffner. And a timeout called by Carrick. Cougars will talk things over. We'll conclave at the respective benches, and we'll take a break right here on MVI Live, powered by Cheplick's Packing.
Cheplick Packing, a full-service family-owned butcher shop serving the Mon Valley since 1950. We offer a full line of processing services. Whether you're planning your next big party or just a weeknight dinner, we have you covered. From our hand-cut steaks and pork chops to house-made kielbasa and so much more, at Cheplick's we love our customers and can't wait to see you. Call us today at 724-348-7094 or visit our website for more information at cheplickpacking.com. Eber & Associates Insurance Services is Pittsburgh's premier independent insurance agency with over 2 decades of experience and a team of more than 25 certified experts. We give you confidence in your coverage. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, our personalized approach ensures you get exactly what you need. Call today at 412-653-0600. Eber & Associates Insurance Services. Custom insurance covered for life.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future.
4-on-4, 1:35 remaining in the third as Carrick trails by 1. Semenoff in the box along with a couple of Mohawks. So 3 players in the box, no power plays to boot. Carrick out of the timeout. Richardson staying tight between the pipes with 1:24 remaining. Now near side Hagan, pedals back. Hagan surveys. Hagan, watch Richardson to follow the play. He was pointing at the bench. Near side Buckholtz. Buckholtz. Imagine you want to get it in the hands of Tomasi or Hagan. It's in the stick of Hagan now. Hagan turns it over though. Helen, wrister on. Miller with 1 minute remaining. Back up towards Jeffries. And that's not going to help get Richardson to the bench and get the extra attacker on. Morgantown, your goal not to allow the extra attacker onto the ice. As picked back up, back behind, wrapped back over. Tomasi turns it over. Nelson backdoor, never got through. Now Hagan looks to carry, stretch pass Tomasi. He was waiting, and it's broken up by Snyder. Richardson was headed for the bench. As back the other way, Cox denied by Richardson. All the way down. Now right side Arista, wrap back with 18. Wasn't pretty, wasn't easy, but the Morgantown Mohawks look like they're escaping with victory. One last rush, preventing them from doing that. Tomasi slammed into the boards by Cox. And Cox will head to the box with 5.4 remaining. Saw the numbers, and Cox did not let up. 5.4 power play's been the friend of the Cougars. 3 goals on the man advantage today, but they just have 5 seconds to work to try to tie the game. Tomasi gonna try to win it cleanly. Hagen stationed back behind, extra attacker on. Buckholz forgetting. So Hagen will step in. Face off one back cleanly, and that will do it. The Mohawks escape with victory. 5-4 your final as Morgantown at last. Carrick here on MVI Live, heavily outshooting him. Your Eber and Associates Insurance Player of the Game belongs to Brooks Nelson. Not one but 2 tallies tonight, as it was Byers his first high school goal, then Nelson making it 2-0 after 1. Tomasi and Kraus on the power play. Kraus's first career goal as well, tied at 2. Power play and shorthanded goal. Nelson and Daffner gave Morgantown a 4-2 advantage for Jeffrey. 7 seconds later would cut the lead down to 1. Cox would get the game winner 9:40 into the third. Tomasi with 4:48 remaining gave him a chance to keep it alive, but too little too late. Richardson 30-plus save performance tonight. Not enough as Morgantown to 5-3-1-1 on the season. They will take on Deer Lakes on December 8th. Carrick now 2-7. They will be home on December 4th versus Trinity. On behalf of everyone here at MVI Live, Lions Heart Media, I thank you for joining me here on this Monday evening, and thank all of our sponsors, including Douglas Education Center, His Place Coffee Community More, Classic Deck Impression, Mirabella Jewelers, Diamond Direct and Mirabella Boutique, Salvatore's Pasta and Pizza, along with our good friends Eber Insurance, the Trailside Restaurant and Pub, and of course TC Customized, the Savage Gentleman, and Cheplick Packing, who is our proud sponsor here on MVI Live. Your final score, Morgantown 5, Carrick 4, right here on MVI.
This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.